So children, today we will discuss in heredity and variation about dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross. Hope you remember children, yesterday I told about monohybrid cross. In monohybrid cross what I took, so one homozygous dwarf, one homozygous dwarf, I cross pollinated, I got in first generation dominant characters I got. In first generation dominant characters I got. Okay, and we have taken two plants from this and we self-pollinated it. We got with homozygous tall, heterozygous tall, heterozygous tall, and homozygous dwarf. And phenotypic ratio is three are tall, one is dwarf. And xenotypic ratio, one is of one variety, two are of two varieties, and one is of one variety, one institution. This is genotypic ratio, this is phenotypic. Phenotyping means physical appearance, genotyping means genetical constitution. Okay, children, we were discussing all these things yesterday. That is monohybrid because we have taken only single character into consideration. Now today we will do dihybrid because we will take two characters into consideration. Two characters, dihybrid. Okay, what are the two characters we will take into consideration? Means, let me take a homozygous. Let me take a homozygous round and yellow color seeded plant. Round and yellow. Because I am taking this as dominant and put bigger, 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 bigger. Two characters. And let me take one homozygous, wrinkled and green color seed, wrinkled seed and green color pod. Okay, small r, small r, small y, small. Because this is recessive, we have to take that letters of dominant only we should take. I told you so many times this one. Okay, children. Now, yesterday, mono and cross directly we started crossing. Here we should not do directly crossing. First, you should take gametes. What are the gametes possible here? Different combinations. Bigger, big Y, bigger, big Y. Only possible. Here, small r, small y, small r, small y. This is only possible gametes. Now go for crossing. On crossing, you will get big R, small r, big Y, small y. Again, on crossing, big R, small r, big Y, small y. On crossing, big R, small r, big Y, small y. On crossing, big R, small r, big Y, small y. This is first generation. For appearance, all of them will be round and yellow only. But they are
Oh, heterozygous.
heterozygous, round and yellow. For appearance, children, for appearance, they will be round and yellow. Homozygous means, see, this is really homozygous. These are heterozygous. Okay, these are heterozygous round and yellow. Again, take any two plants, children. Take any two plants out of the four plants which you got in first generation. Take gametes. Directly you should not cross. First take gametes. What are the different combinations are possible? Okay, what are the different combinations possible, children? Here you will get bigger, big Y, bigger, small y, smaller, big Y, smaller, small y. These many combinations are possible. Again, I am saying those you need to understand. Bigger, big Y is possible. Bigger, small y is possible. Smaller, big Y is possible. Smaller, small y is possible. This many combinations are possible. Okay. Now let's cross all these children. You get 16 combinations. It's not easy to draw it. It won't appear good also, children. I'll write in the form of Punnett square or checkerboard, children. So these all are heterozygous round and hetero. Children, you should listen carefully. If you don't listen carefully, what I said yesterday, in textbook it is there, but in theory, like it will be there, children. You will not be having this chart. Now I'm making a Punnett square. Children, see here all of you, please, full concentration. Please concentrate, children. Please concentrate. One second, children. I'll take next one. So, what are the combinations we have? Big R, big Y, big R, small y, small r, big Y, small r, small y. Again, here what you have? Big R, big Y, big R, small y, small r, big Y, small r, small y. We have this many combinations. Please check here, children. Yeah, check here also. Okay, children. Now, if these both we cross, we'll get bigger, bigger, big Y, big Y. If these both we cross, bigger, 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 big Y, small y. If these both we cross, bigger, smaller, big Y, big Y. If these both we cross, bigger, smaller, big Y, small y. Those you need to understand, at least see. Bigger, bigger, big Y, small y. Here, this both bigger, bigger, small y, small y. These both bigger, smaller, big Y, small y. These both bigger, smaller, small y, small y. Again, these both bigger, smaller, big Y, big Y. First dominant character we should write. That's why I'm writing. Okay. These both, if you cross, bigger, smaller, big Y, small y. These both smaller, smaller, big Y, big Y. These both smaller, smaller, big Y, small y. These both bigger, smaller, big Y, small y. These both bigger, smaller, small y, small y. These both smaller, smaller, big Y, small y. These both smaller, smaller, small y, small y. Now, can anyone say what will be the characteristics of this children? Bigger, bigger, big Y, big Y. For appearance, how does it look, children?
Round and
Round and yellow.
Very good. Round and yellow. Can anyone tell how does this look, children? For appearance? That also say
Round and yellow.
round and yellow.
Can anyone say how does it look, children?
Round and
yellow.
Yellow.
Can anyone say how does it look, children?
Round and
Round and yellow.
Round and yellow. Can anyone say how does this look?
Round and yellow.
Round and
Yellow.
Can anyone tell how does it look?
Round and green.
Round and green. That's all. Round and green. Round and green. Round and green. Can anyone say how does it look?
Round and yellow.
Round and yellow. Can anyone say how does it look?
Round and green.
Round and green.
Green. Very good. Very good. At least 2 students are listening. Can anyone say how does it look?
Round
Round and yellow.
Round and yellow.
How does it look?
Round and yellow.
How does it look?
Round and green.
Round and
No.
green.
Wrinkled. Smaller, smaller. Wrinkled and yellow. Can anyone say how does it look?
Wrinkled
Wrinkled and yellow.
Wrinkled and yellow. Can anyone say how does it look?
Round and yellow.
Round and yellow. How does it look?
Round and yellow.
Round and green. How does it look?
Wrinkled and
Wrinkled and green. Yellow.
Yellow. Can anyone say how does it look?
and green.
Wrinkled and green.
Wrinkled and green. So 4 different characters we have seen, children. Round and yellow are there. Can anyone say how many round and yellow were there? Count and tell me. I will see who will count and tell. How many round and yellow were there? Count and tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 round and yellows are there. Can anyone tell me how many round and green are there? I will see who will tell us. How many round and green are there? 1,
7, sir.
2, 3. 3 are there. Can anyone say how many wrinkled and yellow are there? Wrinkled and yellow. Wrinkled and yellow.
3.
1, 2, 3. 3. Can anyone say how many wrinkled and green are there?
1.
Very good, very good. Wrinkled and green, only 1. So what is phenotypic ratio in dihybrid cross? 9:3:3:1 is the phenotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio we won't try for dihybrid cross, children. Physical appearance ratio is this. So children, these are parent plants, take gametes, go crossing. So in first generation, you got all round and yellow only. Take again gametes here, take again gametes here, go for the crossing, check their characters, write their ratio. This is your dihybrid cross. As how I told, like a chart won't be there in your textbook. You have to learn from the theory what they give, which you will never understand. So compulsory, you have to see this video again and again, try to understand, practice it 3 or 4 times over. Just if you practice 3 and 4 times, 3 or 4 times, you'll understand this. It's not a rocket science. Nothing is there in this. Basic level. But you people will not practice it, and you start claiming that heredity and variation topic is, we are not understanding, number 1. It is boring, number 2. And the dihybrid process, really it is weird, you will say. It's all, reason is you won't practice. Putting the reason and telling some reason is very easy, children. Okay, never say reason, never complain, always try to be successful. So children, please practice then and there, same day, immediately after the class. If you see this and practice 2 or 3 times, you will never forget. Take the parent plants, take the gametes, cross it. Take 2 plants, take gametes, cross it. That's all. For crossing, out of our laziness, we won't practice and we will claim that it is tough. It's not tough, children. It's very easy. You have to learn. There is no other alternate for you. Okay, children. So that's it about the dihybrid ratio. Once they have asked one question of this, children, and putting that question, let's say regularly they will ask this for 5 marks question, full thing, 5 marks question. But 1 mark question they have asked there. Small question, children. I will put here. You try to answer anyone if you understood. Anyone. Okay, children. Anyone if you understood, please tell me the answer. Listen carefully, children. Listen carefully. So, children, 800 plants are taken. 800 plants are obtained. 800 plants are obtained in second generation. Of course, here we got 16 only, but 800 plants are obtained in second generation. Out of round and yellow, how many of them are wrinkled and yellow? Number 1. Number 2, and how many of them are wrinkled and green? This is the question. 8 and out of 800 plants, here we got 16. But out of, if 800 you get, how many of them will be wrinkled yellow? How many of them will be wrinkled green? This is the question. This was the question. If you get like this question, of course numbers have changed, but like this question has come. What do you answer? This ratio will help you, children. This ratio will help you. 9:3:3:1 will help you.
Sir, for 16 outcomes, if wrinkled and yellow are 3, then for 800, how many will be?
Fantastic.
Cross
Very
multiplication.
Very good.
Wrinkled and green 50.
Super, Pranati. Very good. Fantastic your performances.
If I is to 15:15.
So what she's saying is, Pranati, she's saying 12 plus 15 plus 16. For 16 plants, if we got 3 wrinkled and yellow, for 800 plants, how much? That's all. Cross multiplication. Simple. Very good. So it will be 150, I think, children. It will be 150. Okay. And for wrinkled and green, for 16 times only 1 you got, wrinkled and green. So for 800, how much?
15. 50.
50 will be the answer. That's all. For 16 plants, 3 wrinkled and yellow were there. For 800 plants, how many? For 16 plants, 1 wrinkled and green is there. 1 here, 1 wrinkled and green is there. So for 800, how much? Use this ratio. That's all. For 16, 3 are there. For 800, how much? That's all, children. So this is your dihybrid cross. Very easy, children. Only thing is, today only you have to practice. Tomorrow if you practice also, you won't remember. And you will start thinking that, sir did not say properly. All rubbish is saying nowadays that, this, that. You will say. Please practice this full chart by seeing 2 or 3 times. 4th time you will only write what is there, children. And that nothing is there. I'm not asking you to prepare a spaceship and send it to other planet. Small theory. That's all. Okay, children, that's it. Thank you so much. Anyone have any doubts? You can ask me.